how can quantum activism help health, our dealings with health and healing? This is a very important question for the very simple reason that the healthcare costs are going up and up and up in almost every country of the world. And the reason for that is new diagnostic techniques and, of course, new drugs. Pharmaceuticals research these drugs, and they say that it's very costly to develop this research. And then the cost of service, insurance industry, the way doctors have to deal with insurance, which emphasizes quantity, not the quality of healing. So these are the usual reasons that are given. But there is a more succinct reason that cannot even be addressed within the philosophy of scientific materialism, which is the problem. And this is, of course, why we have to do quantum activism, because the worldview has to change. What the problem is with scientific materialism, it just takes care of the material aspect of everything. Now, health and healing does have a very pressing material aspect. We do have a physical body, and it is at the physical body level that we become aware of symptoms. But there is another way of looking at something, that even before we become aware of the symptoms, because we have other internal bodies, like the vital body, the mental, supramental, and the whole body that we call consciousness. Maybe the reason that the physical body is not behaving properly, or we have pain, is because these other bodies have developed some problems too, because we are not paying attention to them. This is the idea that variously has led to vital body medicinal practices and mind-body medicine practices, which, of course, materialist scientists, allopathic doctors, they fight tooth and nail because they don't believe in anything subtle. They don't give these things credibility. So this has caused a huge problem in society that can only be solved by activism. We have to insist that, look, this vital body, mental body, supramental body, and their role in health and healing are extremely important. The fact is that alternative energy practitioners, alternative healing practitioners in the by the name of Ayurveda, which is the traditional Indian medicine, then TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture is part of it, mind-body medicine, which has been developed in the West recently, homeopathy. These are very accepted ways of healing. They are very effective when they are used properly in the proper context and the proper intention. It is just undeniable that alternative medicine can complement the healing that goes on with allopathic medicine. So the new science is giving us an integrative way of including both allopathic and alternative or complementary medicine. And this is to recognize that allopathy certainly has a role to play when the disease is physical. It even has a role to play when the disease might be occurring in the subtle bodies like vital, mental, or even supramental, or even the whole body of consciousness. In the sense that if there is an emergency where the body is sick because of this disease has percolated into the physical body itself, then of course you have to deal with that first, because if the physical body dies, then there is no other body to take care of, in that sense. But otherwise, we should always attempt to heal the disease at the source. If it is the mental body disease that is eventually causing the physical body disease, then we have to treat the mental body. Or if it's at the vital level, then you have to treat the vital body. This is the idea of integrative medicine. It is a fact that 75% to 80% of our ailments are actually chronic diseases. And it is a fact that in chronic disease, the role of the physical is actually secondary. What is happening is that the physical has gone all right, no doubt, from wear and tear, but there is no physical body correction that we can give. There is no physical body cure for organs that have become older and therefore cannot perform their functions, except for organ replacement, which of course is a very difficult process. It's going to stay a difficult process because finding organ donors and rejection problem of the organ, these are very difficult problems to solve. Therefore, we come back to this alternative medicine because the vital body can be adjusted creatively to fit even the deformed, even the old physical organs. To deal with chronic disease, the role of the vital body healing is much more important, because the physical body just cannot be healed very easily except for organ replacement. But the vital body that is correlated with the physical can be adjusted to fit the old physical organs, the worn down physical organ. This is the idea that the vital body practitioner uses. He or she changes the vital body in subtle ways through medicine or through acupuncture or even through hands-on or hands-off healing, where the vital energy is injected directly to the patient. These methods are very cheap. This is the best part of it. And these methods are not damaging eventually. They don't have any side effect. The problem with allopathic medicine to deal with chronic disease is that the side effects sometimes are overwhelming. People become sick while addressing the issue of pain from these chronic ailments like arthritis. So one should pay attention here that the new medicine, new integrative medicine, really can be used very effectively to deal with medical costs. The other thing that alternative medicine does, or the integrative medicine does, is to bring the subject of personal responsibility into the picture of healing. We have much that we can do ourselves in the way of preventive medicine. If we follow a lifestyle which gives us the proper nutrition of not only the physical but the vital, mental and supramental and the whole body, then we won't get sick in the first place. The physical organs would not deteriorate so fast in the first place, because that's what taking care of these organs does to some extent. It prevents aging. So that is a very important component, and as we learn to be more creative, we can even use our creativity for healing ourselves through a process that is called quantum healing. There are plenty of evidence today that there have been spontaneous healing of people without any medical intervention whatsoever. Deepak Chopra has called this quantum healing, and we can learn it. We can all practice it with the same kind of creative process that creatives use to create great art and great sciences. We can now use it for great healing. For example, healing of incurable cancer, terminal cancer. So in this way, the prospect of the new integrative medicine is enormous, but we have to use quantum activism to instill it in our society.